I hear you earlier saying, I like to help people and stuff. Yeah, sure. I also like to make money.
Sure.
But it's crazy how in a situation like that, it really did help that individual. And that we use that capital gain thing off. I actually talked to those sellers about a year later when we refinanced because I needed to get their bank information so I could pay them back. And the lady, the wife, was just so thankful. And she seemed honestly thankful, from my memory, that we had made those payments. She didn't say what they used it for. But the fact that we actually just a year later, came to the table and said, here's your money, here's the interest. And she was like, that was perfect. And she told us she told me how it affected her capital gains, and it helped her so much. And so I guess, I hear you earlier saying, I like to help people and stuff. Yeah, sure. I also like to make money.
Sure.
But it's crazy how in a situation like that, it really did help that individual. And that we use that capital gain thing often.
Yeah, there's two sides to the coin all the time. And I don't want to call them the enemy, but the enemy is taxes or lost money, because basically that is, for me and you, we like to say that it goes and fixes this and that or hires 87,000 IRS agents. But basically, we see no direct effect of the tax money that we are sending the government. But when we as the buyer, them as the seller, can work together and figure out ways to minimize our taxes together, we both win with zero negative side effects. And it allows the deal to get done to be literally a win-win situation.
Seller financing's great.
It is great.
I wish more people knew about it. In fact, I've heard some people, especially in the single-family game, towards the end of their ownership career, that's how they start offloading it. They don't sell it. They just turn it into a seller financing. They make the person put down like 5% or, small, and then cash flow the heck out of it. That could be a really good, that basically turns a home that's now AM'd over the last 20 years. You turn around and AM that again for another 5, 10, 15, 20 years.
Yeah, and then you're not ripping the Band-Aid off and paying a huge chunk of taxes too. Then you can kind of slow drip it over time as a seller finance, person yourself. So yeah, we've talked about this collectively, but I feel when you have been in this business for a long time and you start doing creative deals like we're talking about, it's really it's almost like a cheat code or an unfair advantage when you're walking into situations that people just don't understand, because they think, when you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. So if you come in and you describe something simply in a way that's easy to understand, people are like, oh, you mean I don't have to pay all these taxes at once, or I can make more interest than 0.5% in the bank? But if you don't know how to describe that, people just have a pat answer of no. So I think being able to articulate what you're hoping to accomplish and how it can benefit the other person, not just you, it goes a long way. But I think it's like you're walking around with so much more information than somebody else. It's like an unfair advantage when you walk into the room.